The following is a non-profit, fan-made version of the original radio program, The Shadow. All sound effects to this video can be found on YouTube and voices on castingcall.club. Please support the official release.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you The Shadow. The Shadow is a man of mystery who strikes terror in the very souls of sharpsters, lawbreakers, and criminals. The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrong, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Cranston is known to the underworld as The Shadow, never seen, only heard. His true identity is known only to his friend and lovely companion, Margo Lane. This month's drama, The Death Triangle.
On this day, December 22nd, 1913, by order of the authority of Devil's Island, you, Pierre Martan, are hereby sentenced to 100 days in confinement solitaire, and 100 lashes in the presence of the assembled prisoners, as a warning to all who would attempt to escape. Let the punishment begin.
I will find the devil who betrayed me!
1.
I will learn his name!
2.
I will kill him!
3.
I will find him and kill him!
4.
I will kill him!
5. 6.
7. 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program of organ music to bring you a special news flash from our affiliated press service. New York, December 12, 1937. The Shadow has been found. Dr. James Evans, world-famous child surgeon, told reporters this afternoon that a wounded man who claimed to be the Shadow forced his way into Dr. Evans' private clinic, and at the point of a gun, forced him to remove a bullet. The wounded man then revealed that he was none other than that mysterious character who has waged a one-man war against crime, the Shadow. Before Dr. Evans could report the case to the police, however, the Shadow mysteriously disappeared. The famous surgeon believes the Shadow has little chance of surviving his wound. Our organ recital now continues.
Hello, Dr. Evans speaking.
Dr. Evans, the man you have claimed to have operated upon was a fake. The real Shadow has not been wounded.
The Shadow? You are the Shadow?
Yes, Dr. Evans. You don't seem surprised.
I'm not. I've been hoping you'd get in touch with me. That statement I issued was false.
False? Come now, Dr. Evans. A man of your high standing in the medical world does not issue false statements without very grave reasons.
There was a very grave reason. I need your help. An old acquaintance of mine, Raymond Dubrille, the financier, has received a death threat.
Have him notify the police.
No, he refuses to do that.
Then let him take the consequences. Unless... Dr. Evans, have you also received a death threat?
Yes, I have.
Before I made this call, I investigated your past, Dr. Evans.
My past is a matter of public knowledge.
You were once a political prisoner on Devil's Island. You escaped 20 years ago with 3 other men, Raymond Dubrille, the banker, and Pierre Martan, the concert pianist.
Yes, but our convictions were reversed by a high court a year after we escaped.
I know it's proved that you three were innocent. But what about the fourth man who escaped with you? The murderer.
Doug Corvet. He was caught and sent back to Devil's Island.
After the escape, one of you betrayed him to the police.
I don't believe that.
Why else should he mark you for death?
Then you know Corvet escaped from Devil's Island a second time, 6 months ago.
Yes, Dr. Evans.
Then you're interested. You'll help.
Yes, I will help. But only because your life is in danger, Doctor. The world can ill afford to lose the skill and genius that have saved the lives of countless children.
You overestimate my importance, Shadow. But will you help?
Yes. When and where does Corvet's warning say he will strike first?
At Dubrille's Long Island estate, tonight.
How do you know this warning came from Corvet?
Dubrille received a miniature music box in the shape of a coffin in the mail this morning.
A musical coffin?
Yes. And when the lid of the coffin is raised, the music box plays a tune. A tune Dubrille, Martan, Corvet, and myself whistled as a danger signal when we were planning our escape from Devil's Island.
Where is Dubrille, Dr. Evans?
At his Long Island estate. Martan is staying with him, and I am driving out there to spend the night. I had hoped you would come and help.
I will help you, Dr. Evans. Tell Dubrille and Martan that the Shadow will be there tonight.
Good afternoon, Miss Lane.
Is Mr. Cranston at home?
No, Miss Lane, he's not.
Do you know where I can reach him?
He may be at his club.
No, I've tried there.
Well, his office?
Yes, everywhere. Nobody's seen him all day.
Well, is there anything I can do?
Be sure and stay here in case he comes home. I'll call you on the phone later.
Yes, miss.
I've got to find him. I've got to. I've just got to. I've got to find Lamont. Maybe Dr. Evans knows more than he's told the newspapers. His office said he might be at home. Number 33. Yes, this is it. Oh, Lamont, I knew they'd shoot you someday.
Yes, miss?
Is Dr. Evans here? I must see him.
I beg your pardon, miss, but are you another reporter?
Yes, and I must see Dr. Evans. It's important. It's a matter of life or death.
I'm sorry, miss, but Dr. Evans has nothing to say to the press. He's not at home.
But I must see him. I must find him.
I'm sorry.
That car, that's Dr. Evans' car.
Yes, miss?
Where's he going?
I'm not at liberty to say, miss.
Never mind. I'll find out myself. Taxi! Taxi!
Okay, miss. Where to?
Follow that big black limousine. The one with the green cross on the license plate.
That's a doctor's car, miss. It may have to break a lot of traffic laws if it goes through red lights.
Never mind. I'll pay the fines. But don't lose sight of that car for a minute.
Okay, lady. But this is gonna be one fast ride.
Driver, slow down. That car is turning into that estate.
What do you want me to do? Go through the gates after it?
No, stop here.
Okay.
Here's $5.
Hey, thanks, ma'am.
I wonder if this is just a wild goose chase. Lamont couldn't be way out here. Not if he's wounded, dying. That car. It sounded like... Oh, but it couldn't be. It is! It's Lamont! Lamont!
Margot? Margot! What in heaven's name are you doing here?
Oh, Lamont! Then it wasn't true. You weren't shot. Dr. Evans didn't operate on you.
Oh, so you heard that news flash too.
Oh, the papers are full of it. I tried to find you. At your office, at home, at your club, everywhere.
I'm sorry, Margot. I should have known you'd worry, but I had a very busy afternoon. How did you get here?
I followed Dr. Evans' car. He just drove through those gates. What's happening, Lamont? Are you trying to find out why he said he'd operated on the Shadow? Is someone impersonating you?
No. Dr. Evans did that knowing he'd get in touch with me. He needs my help with a very special manner.
But why? Is someone after him? Threatening him?
Yes, also the owner of this estate, the banker Dubrille, and Martan, the concert pianist.
And you're going to help them?
I'm interested in helping Evans. He's a great doctor and a great humanitarian. His life is in danger.
Lamont, now that I'm here, is there anything that I can do?
Yes, Margot. Wait in my car, keep an eye on the house, and if you see a light go on and off twice in one of the windows, drive to the nearest payphone and notify the state police to come to Dubrille Estate.
I'll watch for the signal.
Fine.
I suppose there's no use my asking you to be careful.
No, Margot. But I'll try. I'll try to avoid really putting Dr. Evans through the trouble of removing a bullet from the Shadow.
Dubrille, stop pounding on the table and cursing Corvet.
Oh, that's all very well for you to say, Evans. Your turn hasn't come, but it will. If we three sitting here, you or Martin or I, don't get Corvet when he comes here tonight, you will be next on his list. You or Martin.
Don't concern yourself about my fate, Dubrille. I'm not afraid of Corvet.
Oh, you'll change your mind if he manages to kill me, Martin.
I wonder what it's like to die. What do you think, Dubrille? Or do you ever think of anything but your fat stomach and your money?
Why, you...
Gentlemen, this is no time to argue. I have something more important to tell you.
What is it, Evans? I hear you had quite an experience today. Operate on this man who calls himself the Shadow.
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, there's a man, Dubrille. The Shadow. He might save you from Corvet.
Oh, what could he do? I've had the best private detectives in the country trying to find some trace of Corvet ever since he escaped from Devil's Island again. 6 months ago.
By the way, Dubrille, I've always wondered who tipped off the police when Corvet was hiding after he helped us escape 20 years ago.
Corvet was a murderer. We were innocent men.
And also, who betrayed me, Dubrille, the time I tried to escape alone the first time.
Martin, Dubrille, now listen to me. A moment ago we were talking about the Shadow. Well, he isn't dying. I didn't operate on him. I announced that, hoping the real Shadow would get in touch with me.
Did he?
Yes. He's coming here tonight to help us.
I've always been curious to see this Shadow.
You won't see him. No man has ever seen him, but he'll be here.
Ah, Evan, for a man of intelligence, you're talking like a fool. The age of ghosts and mystic presences and...
You're wrong, Dubrille. You're wrong. Because I am a doctor, I can readily accept the fact that the Shadow is a master of the powers of mental suggestion, of mass hypnosis. Recent experiments have proven conclusively
Rubbish.
Allow me to convince him, Dr. Evans.
What was that? Who spoke then?
The Shadow, Dubrille. You do not accept the theory of my power invisibility, but perhaps you will accept the fact, for I am here.
Sit down, Dubrille. You look rather pale.
If I am to help you, you will all sit down. Sit at that table there. I understand there is little time to lose. I must know the whole story, the truth, if I am to help.
Do as the Shadow says. Sit there, Martin. And you there, Dubrille.
Well, why don't you talk back, Dubrille?
Be quiet, Martin. Dr. Evans, I will help you if I can, but there is one gap in the chain of events leading up to this moment.
I'll tell you anything I know, Shadow.
Then tell me this. When and under what circumstance did Corvet first threaten your lives?
It was the last day we spent in the open boat in which we escaped from Devil's Island 20 years ago. Storms had blown us off our course. Our food was gone, our water was exhausted. Corvet, the only one who knew how to navigate, was... well, he was slowly dying from hunger and thirst.
Water. Water. Oh, be quiet, Corvet. There's no water. The cask is empty.
You're lying, Dubrille. All of you. You've been drinking my share. Give me that bucket. Give me a drink of that bucket.
Don't do that. Salt water will kill him.
Oh, what does it matter, Dr. Evans? 17 days in this open boat. Nights of storm and days of blazing heat.
Water. Water. I'm dying, I tell you. Dying. You're not giving me my share. You're stealing my water. Where will you be if I die? I'm the only one who knows navigation.
Be patient, Corvet. It may rain tonight.
We may as well be back on Devil's Island. At least there was bread and water there.
Bread. A crust. Just a crust of bread and water. Water!
There's no bread, Corvet. The last crust went 3 days ago.
You're cheating me. Cheating me. You only brought me along to steal the boat, and now you're starving me to death. You don't want me to live, but I will live. I'll get you for this. I'll live to kill every one of you for this. You, Dubrille. You, Martin. You, Evans.
Oh, shut him up, Evans. You're a doctor. You know what to do.
Look, Martin, Dubrille. Seagulls.
What does it matter? We have no gun.
I know, but don't you see? Seagulls never fly far from land or a ship.
Look.
Look. To the west. It's land. Land at last.
To right. There, to the southwest. You can see the sun on the mountains. We're saved. Free at last. Corvet, sit up. Look, we've sighted land. There'll be food and water.
You tried
Plenty for everybody.
Starve me to death. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live until the last one of you is dead. Dead.
So you see, that's how it all began. And now Corvet is free and out to get us, Shadow.
But what makes you so sure it's Corvet?
Well, it couldn't be anyone else.
It's Corvet, all right. He sent Dubrille that thing on the table.
That oblong box?
Yes, Shadow. Notice its shape. It's a miniature coffin, beautifully carved.
Corvet was a wood carver. He was always handy with a knife.
But it still does not follow that he is the one.
Except for one thing, Shadow. When the lid of the coffin is raised, it's a music box. And that tune it's playing is the warning signal we used while planning our escape from Devil's Island. Remember, only the 4 of us knew it. Dubrille, Corvet, Martan, and myself.
Stop it, Evans! Stop that cursed thing! Stop it, I tell you! I can't stand it!
So you have a conscience, eh, Dubrille? That danger refrain recalls the past, doesn't it?
Stop talking about it!
It looks as though Corvet meant business, doesn't it?
Don't sit there, conniving over me! You forget your turn may be next. Maybe tonight, even.
I am not forgetting anything, Dubrille.
You'd better steady yourself, Dubrille. I'll get you a drink.
Oh, never mind. Here's the decanter. I'll pour it myself. Oh, that tune. Where is it coming from? I smashed the coffin.
Good heavens, Dubrille. It's the decanter in your hand.
Someone changed the decanter. Corvet. He did it. He's here. He's been in this house tonight.
Dubrille, where are you going?
To my room. I don't trust anybody. I'll be safe there behind locked doors, and if Corvet comes, I'll be ready for him.
Wait, Dubrille, wait!
Let him go, Dr. Evans.
He shouldn't be left alone. Corvet may carry out his threat.
Are you sure it is Corvet?
What do you mean? It must be. It couldn't be anybody else. The coffin, the decanter are his warning.
I know, but you said the 4 of you knew the signal. Are you sure it isn't one of you?
Of course not.
I thought you said the Shadow was here to help us.
I am, but I am content to let events lead themselves to a logical conclusion.
You mean you won't use your power to save us from him?
I shall use my power at the moment it is required, Dr. Evans. Right now, for instance, look on the table. There's a note where the decanter was standing.
Good heavens! Corvet has been here. Listen to this, Martan. You are the first, and you will die tonight, Raymond Dubrille.
The Shadow will return after this quick message. Ladies and gentlemen, starting this May, we will be presenting 2 episodes a month. But not just any episodes of the Shadow radio show. We will be showing unaired episodes that have been lost. Also, make sure you check out our Facebook page. And if you have any questions about the program or wish to help voice a character for a future episode, feel free to leave us a message and we will reply as soon as we can.
Dubrille! Dubrille, wake up! I have come for you.
So you've come, Corvet. Why, you poor, deluded fool. You think I'd let you kill me in my sleep? I've been awake, waiting here in the dark for you to come. Strike a match, a little light. So you've grown a beard since I saw you last, Corvet. And your hair is gray.
The gun in your hand won't save you, Dubrille. If I die, I will take you with me.
Listen, Corvet, I didn't steal your food in the open boat. I swear it.
Oh? You also betrayed me to the police. You told them where to find me. And I'm not the only one you betrayed, am I, Dubrille? You betrayed Martin the time he tried to escape alone, didn't you, Dubrille?
Yes, but what do you care, Corvet? He wouldn't take me with him, but I did not betray you.
Have you paid Martin for those 100 lashes and those 100 days of bread and water he got because you betrayed him?
Oh, he doesn't know. He'll never know it was I.
Dubrille, remember how we passed the long days in the open boat sewing knives?
Don't raise that knife, Corvet.
We got so good we seldom missed.
I'll shoot you if you move.
But Martin was the best. You may shoot me, Dubrille, but my knife won't miss.
Wait a minute, Corvet. I'll make a deal with you. Listen, Corvet, you're out to get Evans and Martin, too. If you throw that knife, I'll shoot you and you'll never get them.
Would you help me kill Evans? I know he's here in the house.
Yes, I hate Evans. And Martin, too. I'll help you get them.
So you betrayed Dr. Evans to save yourself, Dubrille.
The Shadow. Corvet, don't be afraid. He's only a man. By some trick, he can make himself invisible, but he's flesh and blood. Quick, lock the door. We'll deal with him first.
He won't get out.
Now, Shadow, what could you do to stop us? Speak up. I dare you to speak.
Listen where his voice comes from, Dubrille. Then shoot quickly.
No. The shot would bring Evans and Martin. Throw your knife, Corvet.
Make him speak. I won't miss.
Speak up, Shadow. We'll find you anyway. You can't get out.
I am here. In the corner.
In the four corner. Throw your knife, Corvet. Oh, you missed.
But he was there.
No. Only my voice was there.
So your voice. He's there in front of you, Dubrille. Shoot, shoot.
Yes, I will shoot now. Yes, I will shoot, but not the Shadow. He came here to help us catch you, Corvet, and he has. Your knife, it's gone. Now, Corvet, you are helpless, and now I'll deal with you.
You treacherous snake. You fool. You think I'd carry only one knife? This one is for you.
Oh, you devil! But I'll take you with me, Corvet!
Dubrille? Dubrille! Dubrille, open the door! Dubrille! Dubrille!
Dubrille is dead, Dr. Evans.
Corvet's kept his word. Where is he?
Look there, on the floor by the window.
Corvet? That's Corvet?
Dubrille tried to save his life by promising to help that man
Dubrille.
kill you.
Dubrille offered to help Corvet kill me?
Look closely, Dr. Evans. Remove that gray wig and the false beard.
It's Martan.
Yes. Martan disguised as Corvet.
He's still alive, breathing.
Get away from me, Evans. Don't touch me. I hate you. I hate you both.
Why did you do this, Pierre? Why?
I hated Dubrille because he betrayed me on Devil's Island. I hated you, Evans, because you have got the things that I always wanted. Success, fame, glory. It was I who sent the musical coffin. The warning note. I knew you'd think it was Corvet. I got Dubrille, but Corvet will get you, Evans. He's after you. He will get you. He will kill you.
Martan! He's not breathing. He's dead.
Yes, Dr. Evans, he's dead. You are quite safe now.
You forget Corvet.
No, Dr. Evans, I knew when I phoned you today that it was not Corvet who sent you the musical coffin.
What?
I knew it was not Corvet. It had to be Martan or Dubrille.
Why didn't you stop them?
Martan and Dubrille were both criminals plotting to kill you. If I'd stopped them, your life would have been in danger as long as they lived, hating you, always for having obtained the things that life denied them.
Did you forget, Shadow? Corvet may find me, succeed where Martan failed.
Never. I learned the whole history of all you before I saw you.
Yes?
Everything, Dr. Evans. Your escape from Devil's Island and Dubrille's betrayal of Martan that resulted in 100 lashes. His resolve for vengeance from the authorities of Devil Island. I learned the truth about Corvet's last escape.
Yes? Yes. I see now why he hated us. But what about Corvet?
You are safe now, Dr. Evans. Safe from Corvet. The chain of logic is complete. 3 months ago, a beached skeleton was found on a deserted beach in Trinidad. It has been identified as the body of Corvet. The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay, for the shadow knows.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of the many copyrighted stories which appeared in the Shadow magazine and old radio program. All characters or places named are fictitious, and any similarities to persons living or dead are purely coincidental. If you liked this month's episode, please give us a like and subscribe for future episodes.